The matrix is upon your twin flame. The matrix is quite a few things, you know. I want to discuss what is going on, why am I saying this, what kind of matrix I'm talking about, and how are they upon your twin flame or on top of your twin flame or manipulating, you understand? I could have made the title of the video very different, but I chose this way. And also the solution, okay? So stick with me to know all these things. Today was supposed to be hot, but it came wind and now it became much cooler. I'm quite cold. So, how is this happening? Basically, guys and girls, the matrix, you know, it sounds simple, but it is quite complicated. Many people might be wondering why we make such type of videos or why we keep on speaking about the same thing over and over again. Actually, we don't. And you actually don't understand what we are talking about. Because if you did, you wouldn't be here. It's tough, guys, because life cannot be so simple to explain. It is simple to feel, but it's not. Look, we have been taught wrong. You know, the leaders, teachers, philosophers, monks, everyone. We have been taught very wrong that life is easy and you just smile or you just breathe and you're good. It's not like this. It's not. Perhaps it used to be in the past, but now it's not. It's super, super, super. I was gonna do say a swearing in this video, but I cannot because I want you know, to be according to the rules here. But if you go to our members channel, you can see some wild stuff there. Even there, I try to be all over the place. So, guys and girls, it's very difficult, this life, to be how we should be, to be easy, to master things. It's very difficult. So I'm going to tell you what's going on and how you can overcome all this, because there is a very heavy presence putting us down. What is this matrix? This matrix, as we have been understanding for so long, it is two things, and these two things are friends with each other. When one is resting, the other is active, interfering with our lives, with your twin flame. When the other goes to sleep, the one awakes. So, and it keeps on and on. One of them is much worse than the other. So basically, the one is the system that we live on. Okay, it's the physical system in this world. And you know very well how it is, and what was that? So crazy. You know very well how it is. We have a life here on earth and we try to be kind with each other, and everyone is super, you know, I mean, not everyone, but there's the majority just likes to play dirty, and it's difficult not to continue to be gentle with one another. And then there's the laws and the system itself, rules and stuff, and how you should behave, how you shouldn't, and stuff like this, and punishments. Okay, so this is the system, and it's tough, but we can, some of us are able to go around. We are able. But now there's the second thing, and this is the astral. So the Lord Astral. I've been speaking about this for a while, and I can explain roughly what it is in the series, in the description below. But in order to understand deep within the rabbit hole how these affects twin flames properly, then you need to check us in our Flame Crew, which is the members channel, in the description below, because over there we really go deep and we are there for the people who really want to understand all this. Because if I go in this respect, if I go in this topic in this video or in this channel, you guys are not going to be interested because you are here for the relationship and for the twin flame. That's it. You're not here to know deeper, okay? So I know how it works. That's it. So how does the system and the astral works through us? So they work through us through food, frequencies, and belief, okay? All these three things, they impact very hard on our lives. And I could speak for hours and hours. I could explain exactly what each thing does, but I'm going to be as basic, as fast as possible, because people do not have time nowadays. You guys need to do what you have to do, right? So I'm going to explain very roughly and very fast. Basically, there's tens of thousands of diets and foods in this world, and only a handful can really help you, because you know what it is. If you don't eat correct, you cannot behave properly. Frequencies. There's only one frequency, probably a handful of frequencies that really helps you to sustain yourself, because it's all about frequencies and resonance and vibration, okay, in this world. Well, that's where it is. There's, frequencies are everywhere. A tree is a frequency. Your home is a frequency. A practice, an activity, it's a frequency. And most frequencies are wrong, and they are there to slow you down, to stop you, to make you feel healed, and so on. Foods, frequencies, and beliefs, they are there to slow you down, to damage you, and to separate you, and so on. They are there to stop the process from you and your twin flame, okay? That's what is happening. Now, there is only one type of way of food. There is only one frequency, and there is only one belief. And if you can follow only one of these three, you are going to succeed. No one is going to slow you down anymore. Your twin flame is going to be super. Nothing's going to happen. And you're going to be in peace. So, no one can get away from the punishment of living on earth. Living on earth is as painful as it gets. It's quite crazy. But you can, and you are able to avoid the major impacts and avoid being slowed down and to separate and all this, because there's a big picture, a big plan in front of us, all of us, all of the twin flames, all of the soulmates, all of the individual people who are just regular people, but they are being affected because they're doing the right thing. When you do the right thing, that's it. You are on the list to be affected forever and ever until you stop and you do the wrong thing. When you do the wrong thing, you're going to have a successful life, unless the higher self decides to stop you as well. So the system and the Lord Astral, they are there to support the people who support the system and the Lord Astral. If you are watching this video, I'm pretty sure you are not with the system and the Lord Astral. That's why they are there to stop us or to slow us down through food, through frequency, and through beliefs. And there's other things, but I'm trying to narrow down into as little things as possible so you don't get confused. There's millions of types of foods and diets. There's tens of thousands of frequencies, and there is millions of beliefs that you can have to spend your time on earth. But these beliefs and these systems, these frequencies, these foods, if you pick the wrong ones, you're going to slow down your relationship. You and your twin flame are going to separate, probably. You're not going to have a fruitful life, wealthy, healthy, and whatever, so on. So in order to understand what, because there is only one belief, one food, and one frequency, not really one food, but one way of eating. If you understand what they are and what they do, because it's not just what they are, you have to understand what they do. And there's a big lecture, a big talk. I cannot just speak here for hours and hours. So if you are interested, check us in the Flame Crew, which is our members channel. I'm going to speak to you about this. It's going to be awesome. There's also a series about lower astral and twin flames together, okay? Because we have to speak what exactly are they doing and how, what things are you doing that are also wrong. And so far, you know, there's quite a few things to understand. Sorry for the noise if you're hearing some noise in the background. I hope this microphone doesn't get in the way. And yes, guys, you know, me and Patty, we took years and years to realize all this, and we cannot just give you on the face of your hand, because there's millions of factors. One of them is we spent so long to understand all this. It's impossible to tell in one phrase. Even if we tell you, you will not understand. And if you could understand, which is impossible, we wouldn't say, because it doesn't work that way. You need to learn the theory and the experience. If you know just the theory, you are equal to not doing anything. Okay? We need to experience and we need the theory. That's all. So we really appreciate all the support we get from this channel, because you guys really care and really understand what we are saying. We appreciate everything, you know, all reviews, comments, whatever you want to call it. But the people who really don't understand what they are saying and they leave bad comments are the ones who are not doing anything in this channel. They can move on to the next channel. We really are asking for you, you know, for the right person that really needs what we are saying, that what we are saying is serving your needs, to stay and even to go further with us on the Flame Crew and so on. And if you appreciate what we are saying, you can buy us a coffee in the description below, or you can take a reading with us, or have a session, you know, that will be very cool as well. And I also want to announce that whoever is whoever is Portuguese and Spanish, I am opening a members channel, a Flame Crew, which is Equipa de Chamas, for the Portuguese community, and it will be very, very cool for you to be there as well. I'm welcoming you to come. In the description below, you have a link to enter and see for yourself, because you guys have been asking for it for so long, and I open it finally, and I hope it's gonna work, okay? Because in English, not everyone speaks English, and I know there's French people, I know there's German people, but maybe in the future I will put videos, all kinds of content in the Flame Crew, but with subtitles in all languages. That's a lot of work, but if you guys, you know, tell me in the comments below if I should do that, I will do that if there's enough people. If not, it's not worth it. There's a lot of work. You cannot imagine what we go through. And not just the YouTube, you know, we have our life here. We are still reconstructing our house. We are managing this life, because yes, we tell you tips and tricks and whatever you want to call it to get together with your twin flame and whatever, but we also go through stress and you know, discussions and things. We try to get better, me and Petya and stuff. So you're not the only ones. We also go through a lot, and we appreciate all your effort, all your support, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.